Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well. Today is August 2nd, 2017. Tesla had their quarter 2 earning release today. If you guys followed me recently, you know that I liquidated all of my oil portfolio and I transitioned towards renewable energy. Tesla, I all in. I know a lot of you guys frown upon this. A lot of people keep saying diversify, but I'm young. I honestly I get a lot of comments telling me to diversify, but I'm young. I feel like I still have time to recoup, and if you truly believe in a company, you should invest in it. If you truly believe in something, why would you diversify if you truly believe this is a win-win for you? So I'm fully 100% in Tesla. Tesla had their earnings today. It was a roller coaster for me. Started out at 4%. I lost 4%, so 2,000. But it ended up really good after the earning call. So after the earning call, up 7,300. So roughly 9,000 swing today. I'm happy. I'm really happy with the results. And some of the things I want to point out is if you guys are new to Robinhood, or if you haven't noticed, when you select one of your stocks, so let's say you click Tesla and look more into it, if you scroll down, there are a few important things I want to point out. So here, under statistic, you see the open, the high, the low of today, 52 weeks high, 52 weeks low volume. That means how much was traded. Average volume is how much was traded. I believe they do the average for the previous 10 years. And then market cap, 52 billion. What market cap is you take the number of shares outstanding, multiply it by the price per share, and you get the 52. So Tesla, they have about 164 million shares outstanding. So if you take, let's see, if you take 164 million and you multiply that by, it should be 320. You got to subtract the $30 from aftermarket. It doesn't count that. There you go. So multiplied by 320, the price per share, you get that 5.248 e to the 10. What that is 52.4 billion. And that's what, oh, let me log back in. And that's what this is showing right here. Let me see if I still remember how to do this. Maybe it's Shra. Yep, there you go. So that's the 52.4 billion, and that's how you calculate market cap. So market cap is the valuation that traders value the whichever publicly traded company at, and that's based on the price. If you take the number of shares outstanding multiplied by the price, you get you know what the market value that company at. Okay, now we scroll down all the way here. This was something that was added earlier this year, this whole thing right here, and I like it a lot. You get a quick skim through. So what it does is it writes down the previous 5 earning per share by quarter for you, and right down here it has the current one, and you kind of get a glimpse of how the company is doing. So expected earning per share was the expected was negative $1.76. However, the actual was negative $1.33. So what that means is for quarter 2, Tesla's loss was less than what was expected, since the expected was a higher negative number and what came in was a lower, and that's why the share skyrocketed after hours, and hopefully it'll maintain these highs and keep climbing tomorrow. But that's a few things I wanted to point out. Another thing is, if any one of you guys do invest in a single stock in trade margin, like what I'm doing with Tesla, I do want to let you know something about this calculation right here. So if you are on margin and you trade a single stock, if you go under account and you scroll down, so right here what this is showing is my total shares of Tesla is worth 84. of which 54,000 is mine. I borrowed 30,000 from Robinhood. So these two is equal to that, okay? And if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you're gonna get right here. So if we go here, we get margin maintenance, and this number is really important for me. What this tells me is if my account balance goes down to $25,354, I get a margin call. And what a margin call is it's when your broker tells you that your account is too risky, they don't want to lend you any more money, so you either have to liquidate some of your shares. What that means is if you liquidate, in other words, if you sell your shares, it means that you borrow less money because you get cash back, so your borrowing goes down. That's less risky for the broker, or you have to put more money in, okay? So in my case right now, I'm not going to sell any of my retirement. If my shares goes down and there's a margin call, I'm not going to liquidate my retirement account to transfer money over here, and I don't keep a lot of cash around, so I have to keep an eye on this number, because what that means is if I drop down to this number, since I can't put in more money into my account, I'd have to sell my shares, and I don't want to sell my shares, okay? I want to hold Tesla for the long run. So this $25,354, what does this mean, and how can we calculate this to have meanings for us? So what we're gonna do is, if you write that number down, so I wrote it down, 25,354. That's the margin maintenance. So if my balance goes down to that much, I have to either sell or put more money in. Now we have to go back and we have to look at what our current balance is. So our current balance is $54,272, okay? And margin maintenance is 25,000. So what we do is, if you go out to your calculator, you can go out here, you take the, let's clear this up, 54,272, you subtract 25,354. What does this mean? This $28,918 is the gap between the 54 and the 25,000, which means I can lose up to $28,918, but after that I either have to sell my shares or I have to put in more money. So what else can we do with this number? So this 28,918, if we go back to our account, if you look at Tesla right now, what Tesla is worth, so that $350 is what Tesla is worth right now, okay? And if you look down here, this is how many shares of Tesla I have, 240 shares. So how can we make use of these numbers? Remember, 240 shares and the price is 350, okay? So we go back to the calculator. We know that we can lose up to $28,918 before there's a margin call, and we have 240 shares. So how much of a loss can we take per share? So we take the 28,000 divided by 240. What we get is, let's just round it up, $120. So I can lose up to $120 per share before there's a margin call. Now we delete that. Current price is 350. Subtract 120, which means if Tesla drops down to $230, I have a margin call, okay? Because I can lose up to 120. And for me personally, I put the valuation at the floor for Tesla right now, in my personal opinion, is $280. I don't believe Tesla will ever drop under $280 again, unless the market crashes or tech crashes, because Tesla trades between more towards tech than it does towards automotive manufacturer. So this is, I feel comfortable with it. What this means is I feel comfortable that Tesla's not going to drop down to 230. And that's, you guys can calculate that too, if you do trade the way I do, if you have a single investment, if you pick a single stock. But that's how you make sense of this margin call. If you look under account, there's always some margin maintenance right here of your own margin. And yeah, I hope that makes more sense for you, more sense of what margin maintenance mean and what happened when there's some margin maintenance. I do have another video when there last year, I think it was last year or earlier this year, I had a margin call and I had to deposit some money in, but that's what a margin call is. Okay, when your account drops to a certain point that your broker does not feel comfortable with the risk, with you borrowing so much money from them. So you have two options: you either liquidate some of your shares by selling them, or you have to put in more money, because with more money it decreases the percentage of what the broker is lending you, uh, so it's less risk for them. If you guys have any question, drop it down below. I'm sorry I can't make any formal videos. I haven't been making them recently. I've been really just swamped between work and school. God, I'm still putting in at least 70 hours of a week for work and school, and it's really stressful. So I haven't had time to plan out any videos. I just make all of these daily videos, and hopefully you guys find it helpful. Please keep dropping comments down below, suggestions, so I can make other videos. And if you find this helpful, please smash that like button, subscribe for more videos. Thanks a lot, guys.